To the Marriage Bootcamp.
For the last 18 years, we've been saving marriages just like yours.
I'm afraid actually to touch you.
I'm tired of you being the victim. We don't communicate.
We're going to push you. We're going to manipulate you.
They're going to hate us.
If we do our jobs right, they will.
Yes, indeed. They are husband and wife and Dallas-based marriage counselors, Jim and Elizabeth Carroll, star in a new cable show, Marriage Bootcamp, and they join us to share some essential tips for solving conflicts that come up in any marriage. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Morning.
Now, on the show, you're dealing with the shaky marriages of women who were previously known on other TV shows as bridezillas, so the issues might be more extreme, but they still illustrate so many, common situations. Okay, the first thing when it comes to resolving conflicts, right? Don't try to win just for yourself.
Exactly.
Right, because if you try to win and beat your partner up, then essentially you're both losing. Because if I beat her up to win an argument, and she's a loser, then it's going to either hurt her self-esteem or value her worth, or she's going to get back at me later on.
Right. So it's not a solution at all. Okay, stick to one topic. Focus the conflict, right?
How many times have you gotten into an argument and you're mad about the laundry, but then you add in this thing that came up yesterday and the kids and this, et cetera, you start to snowball? If you can wind it down and just stay on one topic at a time, you have a much greater chance of getting to a solution that is helpful.
And that requires some discipline, but it is so useful. Okay, there's several of what you call fighting fouls to avoid.
Oh, yeah.
Now, a whole list of them. Avoid things, name calling, cursing, button pushing, third-party testimonials.
Yes.
Oh, my sister thinks you're so...
Right.
Avoid blanket statements like never, and, you're always this.
Right.
Oh, and the nonverbals, right? Avoid them. How so? I mean, yeah. Oh, yes.
So it's like when you get mad at one of your spouses, so you leave the message, when you roll your eyes, you're leaving the message, you're stupid or you're ignorant or, something like that.
Yeah, nonverbal communication can be so powerful, as powerful as words in some cases. Okay, time out. Also really good when things get heated.
Yeah, but let me just tell you what the dark side of the timeout is.
Oh.
If you're a conflict avoider, you can use the timeout as a weapon, and you can leave your mate feeling abandoned. And so what we say is, a rule of thumb is, if you're going to take a timeout, make it 15 minutes, and then check in. And if you're still not ready, you can say, I'm checking in, I love you, I want to work this out, but I can't do it yet. Take another timeout.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, that 15 minutes, there are things can't be unsaid, so a little bit of cooling off time can really be good.
We had to put the bridezillas in a lot of timeouts.
Oh, yeah, they tend to just let it fly. Yeah. Okay, and this kind of goes to what we were talking about at the top. Focus on win-win solutions.
Yes, because if you're trying to win and you're not concerned that the other person's going to lose, that's just a power struggle. That's not resolution.
Right.
And so if one wins and one loses, guess what? You both lose.
And the win-win for the bridezillas was, drama queens, dysfunctional ladies, and then we had these wimpy husbands. And so we kind of had to try to get them to grow and kind of have the bridezillas back off.
We just had to tell them to shut up.
Yes. Oh, well, at times, absolutely. Got to be pretty blunt. All right. And, of course, when you do work out the conflict successfully, don't be afraid to really celebrate it, because it's a big step. All right. Thank you so much, guys. See the Carrolls on Marriage Bootcamp, which premieres tonight. We've got a link to the show at myfoxdfw.com.